Good evening, everyone. Good evening. It's your boy JBMS1 Photography. Just wanted to go live and do a Q&A with everyone. I see a lot of people. I'm getting a lot of flow, a lot of traffic to my page, and I figured let's go live so people can ask questions and they could talk one on one with and get their questions answered. Uh, Let me introduce myself. My name is John Staples. I am the owner and photographer of JBMS1 Photography. I am Atlantic City Fashion Week media director and house photographer for Loving My Curves at Philly Fashion Week. Loving My Curves is a size exclusive fashion show for plus size men and women, and I shoot for them as well. Um, I'm the one that you see posting all the groups with the beautiful pictures. My studio is located at 2961 Yorkshire Square Road. Yorkshire Square. I'm sorry, in Fairview, and that's in Camden, New Jersey, right off the bridge, right over the Walt Whitman or Ben Franklin Bridge, right off of the highway, exit one. It's at Gloucester or Camden or something like that. So I'm located right there. Um, so I've been doing photography um, for a large part of a big part of my life. I'm currently, on the professional end of it. I love what I do. Um, it went from a hobby to something that I do on a regular basis. You know, um, and I like to talk to my people and get kind of you know insight on whether what you should look for when you're booking a photographer, um, what you as a model, what you need to do, because I'm in the industry. So there's a lot of things that a lot of do's and don't in the industry, that I try to let people know, to say, hey, you don't want to do that. This is the way you want to do things. I attend a lot of casting calls from New York, Philly, New Jersey, all over. So I'm in the mix of things, and uh, I know what's going on. You know what I mean? So first of all, let's go into here is my page. Let me get this set up for you real quick. Um, Scroll to the top so you can see. All right, today's video was brought to you by JBMS1 Photography LLC. That is me. Here's a picture of the studio, the inside of the studio. Of course, it was empty. We didn't have anything set up. Normally we have backdrops set up. There's a lot going on in here. So it's, myself, my man Michael, we're always, like yesterday, we was in there. He was on one side, I was on the other. So it's a large space, whereas though accompany, we can satisfy the masses. We can get families in there for family portraits where he's on one side, I'm on the other, and we're not in each other's way. So that's what we do here at the studio. Again, that's located at 2961 Yorkshire Square Road. Yorkshire Square Road. I keep saying Yorkshire Square Road. It's Yorkshire Square in Camden. So this is my page. Make sure you go to the JBMS1 Photography LLC and like the page. I post a lot of content there, more than I do my other page. I'm trying to set this up so I can see everything that's going on here. All right. Okay. So here we are. Okay. I can see over to the side there. All right. That's my business suite. Okay. So here's the page here, JBMS1 Photography LLC. This is my page. And as you can see, I have, let me size this right. This is bananas. I'm trying to get this size right here. Bear with me 1 second while I get this here. Okay, so I can see that over there. let me close. I got a lot of stuff open here. Okay, so now what you're looking at is my reach. For the past few days, I've been putting a focus on my business page. I've been posting everything from my business page. I've been sharing everything from my business page. I even ran an ad from my business page. So as you can see, my people reach jumped up to 201%. From the way I'm doing my marketing and handle business. I've been getting into a lot of marketing research. Let me 1 second here. I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to jump on my IG as well. Um, I'm going to jump on my IG here and do a live on my IG while I'm doing a live on here. Okay. So while that's setting up, so as you can see on my Facebook page, my Facebook business page, as I said, my people reach jumped up to 201%. My post engagement jumped up to 316%. My page likes jumped up 480%. I haven't done any product clicks because I'm having an issue when I put my products in, they deny them. So because I'm not an actual store, so I guess that's why that happens. Um, Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I'm talking to now. Now I got my Instagram going where I'm doing a live there, and I'm also doing a live here on my uh, Facebook business page. Listen, if y'all want to actually see what's going on, jump over to my Facebook business page, um, JBMS1 Photograph on Facebook, and then you can engage. What I'm doing is I'm doing a Q&A on. Hey, Karen, I'm doing a Q&A on just a lot of things I've been doing, marketing, posting work. I'm gonna show y'all some work that I've done. Um, talking about editing, just Q&A for all those that have questions on getting a photographer, hiring a photographer, models. We're going to talk about that. Models, we're going to talk about shooting with different photographers too, how that could ruin your portfolio. We're going to touch on that because I see a lot of things that's going on social media where different models doing photo shoots with different people, different photographers, and we're going to talk about how that can ruin your portfolio as well. Uh, so please, we're going to get into a lot. We're going to touch a lot in this time. I figured I wanted to do this to talk to everyone and give. I like to pass on the knowledge of that I have and pass it on to other people. So for the time we're on, we're going to touch a lot of things, and I want to answer y'all questions as well. If y'all have questions, y'all want to ask me, we can do that as well. But you can jump over to JBMS1 Photograph on my Facebook business page, um, and you could join and you can see what's going on. There's a screen share going on, and I'm showing people things, and I can't flip the phone around to show. Um, Actually, I can. No, but then I believe it's going to be mirrored. It's going to look awkward. Okay, because of the way my screen is, when the phone focuses on the screen kind of adjusts the lighting um, because of the way I have things set up. But good evening to everyone that stops in. This is JBMS1 Photography LLC, and I'm going to talk to you today about everything. So, all right, now back to my Facebook. Here, as I say, my page likes jumped up to 480% because of the marketing that I was doing and how I was doing my marketing, which caused uh, all this to happen on my Facebook business page. Here, you can see where I'm located. It tells you a little bit about myself. What you can find on this page, you can do request bookings. You can look in the album section at different pictures. Um, eh, you know, as you can see, my likes jumped up 3,549. 3,719 people follow my page. There's my website, contact info is all there. This page is always open because I always monitor. My Facebook page, Facebook business page, JBMS1 Photograph, is always open because I always monitor inbox, comments, everything. I always monitor that. Okay, so you can see, you can click on photos and go to the photos. Real quick, I started a referral program, and a referral is bring a friend and both y'all receive 20% off your photo shoot. So, ladies, you might want to jump into that, jump on that, and take advantage of the referral program. Um, hey, Brandy Kyle Collection. So you might want to jump on that referral special. Like, I mean, if you are um, a regular client and you bring a friend and they book, you both receive 20% off your photo shoot. You can do it the same day. Um, we can switch out back and forth, however you want to do it. But it's a referral program. So even if you are a regular client, you can bring a friend, and if that friend books a photo shoot, you both receive 50% off. 20% off. I'm sorry, 20% off. Thanks, Karen. Thanks. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And you take some amazing photos yourself. Your photos are always on point. I like that as well. So as you can see here, this was a video I posted of behind the scenes. Thanks to Faith Precious, the makeup artist that did this. Um, you can actually click on the video and see some of the behind the scenes stuff. Here's upcoming appointments that I have. So let's get into the post. Okay, this explains a little bit about um, the online booking. The online booking requests where you request a date on my Melanin Queens. Good evening. How are you? Um, I'm just going over some things on my Facebook business page. You're welcome to join. If you're on Facebook, you're welcome to jump over and the search, type in JBMS1, the number one photograph without the Y on the end, and it'll take you to my Facebook business page. Make sure you like the page, and then you could join in on this video over here. But I'm doing a Q&A, so if you have questions, please ask them. I will answer them. We're going to do a lot on this live, so please join me, ask your questions. No question is a dumb question. Only question that's dumb is one that's not asked. You know what I mean? So please join me, ask your questions about photography, how to pick a photographer, how to anything, anything. Okay. Um, so this here explains the online booking process where you can come to this page and you can uh, yes, I will save this live. I'm sorry, y'all. I will save this live. It will be on IGTV. Always share it to IGTV, whereas though you can go there and watch it as well. Um, Here it talks about the online process, the online request processing, whereas though you can go to this page and request a date for a photo shoot, for headshots or whatever, but no dates is approved without the deposit for one, and then I approve it after the deposit is made. Then I send out the contract. You sign the contract and send it back to me. Um, Mountain Queens, where am I located? I'm located in New Jersey. Studio is in South Jersey. The studio is in Camden, 2961 Yorkshire Square in Camden, New Jersey. Ha, I didn't say road. But it's 2961 Yorkshire Square in Camden, New Jersey. Second floor is where the studio is located. But I travel. I also travel. I in and out of New York. I've been in New York numerous times. Shoot, I've had some pictures posted from Times Square shoot that I did in New York. So I do travel. Where are you at, Melman Queens? Hey, Legs. Hey, Honey Rain. Melman Queens, where are you located? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm on the IG also, so bear with me. I'm going back and forth. So, again, all dates must be approved by me, but the deposit has to be made in order to retain your date and time. With no deposit, I can't book the date. I'm not going to put you on my calendar without a deposit. Okay, Cali. Oh, that can happen. That can happen. Trust me. Trust me. That can happen. Listen, We can work on that. Long as the terms is agreed upon, I'll come. Trust me. Um, said Callie, listen, limitless opportunities, limited, unlimited opportunities. I never, never, never say I can't do something. Okay. Um, so we talked about that. Um, that is the section here where I am live. Um, shows you. Okay, bam. Here's the image that I posted last night. This was magazine ready. Photographer, of course, me, JBMS1 Photography LLC. Model was Faith. I mean, makeup artist was Faith Precious. Model was Phoenix Flawless Smith. She did an awesome job in the studio, y'all. And it was even Faith with the makeup, with the gold foil and everything down the side of her body, down her shoulders and everything, the gold foil and the makeup. As you can see here, I chose a purple background because it actually makes the eyes pop. And she had a tone of purple um, in the eyes there. So that made the eyes pop when I did it that way. Um, Listen, gotta put that deposit down. So, the purple brought out the eyes and everything. Look at the purple on this, the purple backdrop against the skin, the gold, and everything with the makeup. It was so on point. Um, and you can see my reach. 1,184 people reached, 103 engagements. And I just posted this late last night before I went to bed. Um, and the people reach has been tremendous. And it's still going. Monique Coles, hey Monique. Um, so, and here is the Valentine's Day special. Which, ladies, if you want to get in on this Valentine's Day special, there's still dates available for February. Uh, it's 120 for a half-hour session, and you get 2 edits out of that. I'm gonna try to set everything up. God willing, I'm gonna set everything up real nice. For nice, if you want to come in and do like a boudoir session for Valentine's Day with your new pieces, your lingerie or whatnot. And listen, this is open to regular size models and plus size models. So by all means, if you want to come in and you want to book this, you need to do it now because I have so many people on my calendar for February. I will try my hardest to squeeze you in. Okay, because February right now for this Valentine's Day photo shoot special, and I've been advertising it since before the new year. I've been advertising it. So please, if you want to get in, you got to request your date. Once the deposit is made, we go from there. All right. So that is that. Um, I post another behind the scenes video. There's another one there. You can actually click on. I actually click on it, and that was the behind the scene of me taking a shot. And as you can see, COVID procedures. I do have a mask on. I do wear my mask while I'm shooting. So as you can see, that was a behind the scenes clip. Thanks to Faith Precious for capturing that one, as well as here, you can see here. The setup was, um, as you can see, I had makeshift V flats in the background. I didn't have no lights on because I wanted to keep the tone of the purple. Um, but the black was to absorb any spill. That's why I had them turned black side like that, so the light wouldn't bounce around. It would kind of trap itself inside of here, and the black would absorb the light there. Okay, so that was a reason for, hey Faith, just talking about you. Um, but that was a point of having the black uh, makeshift V flats that I made out of towel board, out of not towel board. I'm sorry, foam board. Okay, and some gaffer's tape. So those in studio, and I put them up there to stop the light from bouncing around. The light would stay trapped right in that section off the reflector, hit the black. The black would absorb it, and you wouldn't have a lot of spill. You know what I mean? Um, Thanks, Melon. You know, Melon Queen said yes. Love your work. Keep it up. Love the passion you show through your business. I've been doing it so long, and I try to teach people because I had to learn. So I try to teach others and pass the knowledge on. But sometimes, listen. Sometimes they don't listen because I'm not in their clique. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in their clique, so they don't want to hear it from me. Case in being. So hold on, let me sip my coffee. Um, so that was that. There's this thing, someone put up saying booking for all of 2021. So if you have events, you need a photographer or anything, now's the time to book because New Year's just started off so strong for me. And I'm blessed and thankful that everything has taken off like it has going into the new year. I have no complaints. Um, I love it. You know what I mean? I'm the fact of staying busy uh, is never a complaint. I love what I do, so I love to get out there and create. I'm a creative. I just had the producer from Atlantic City Fashion Week hit me up about something that we're doing in February. We are doing our Atlantic City Fashion Week show February 18th, 19th, and 20th in Atlantic City at the Showboat Hotel. There's two shows on Friday, two shows on Saturday, and that's to cut down on the crowd. Because of COVID, we split the shows up so we don't have a lot of people in the venue space at one time. And there will be vendors, there will be me, the photographer, amongst other photographers that I bring into the media pit to take pictures and everything like that. So if you're a photographer, you're in an area, definitely look into um, a funeral. Wow. I couldn't. I could never because Matthew Dennis on my IG live said he has to shoot a funeral tomorrow, and I just couldn't do it. I would turn it down um, because I think that is something that is uh, not the word sacred, but private. You know what I mean? I could see doing like some family portraits with family members that come in from out of town for that day, for that memorial service, but to actually be on location taking pictures at a funeral, don't even call me for it. I think that is something that is private. I think that is something that should not be photographed or televised. Where people just love to go live and take pictures of people laying in a coffin and stuff like that. No, no. I think that is a sacred event. That is a private event, and I'm sorry, JBMS1 Photography will not do it. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, I understand it'd be for his family, but I just couldn't. I could see like if if afterwards, at the repast when all the families together and they want to do some family shots because you got people coming in from, different areas and things like that, then that will be quite yeah, but not not for a whole. I couldn't do it. More power to you. More power to you. Somebody will call me while I'm doing live, right? Sherelle, I'm doing a live. That's my client, Sherelle Freeman, calling me. Um, she's always whenever I do a live, my phone always rings. But Sherelle, tune into the live. You'll see that I'm on here live. Okay, y'all. Back to the back to questions on anything. Questions, questions, questions. Hey, Daphne. Um, I want to say hello and good evening to everyone that stopped in. If you're hanging out, grab your coffee, grab your glass of ice water or whatever it is you have, and let's talk. You know what I mean? This is a time where I open up the floor and people can ask questions. But don't forget, you know, um, to hit the Facebook business page. Um, YouTube Goddess, good evening. Let me wave at everybody. Let y'all know I see y'all. Hello. Matthew Dennis. Hey, Waste Beat Muse. Um, Matthew Dennis. Waste Beat Muse. What I'm doing is I actually have two things going on here. Okay. I have my on screen that I'm doing here with my Facebook business page. And you're welcome to jump over to my Facebook business page if you're on Facebook, and that's JBMS1 Photograph. Um, that's JBMS, the number one photograph without photography without the Y, just photograph. And you can actually join the actual live, and see what I'm showing on my screen with work and everything like that. But I'm going to get into a lot of things with some business aspects of it, which I covered some on marketing from your Facebook business page. And I'm going to get into the tools that they have on a Facebook business page that is very helpful with what we're doing as marketing through social media. Okay. Yes, please make sure you like the page and you can tune in. You can actually, it's a live feed where I'm sharing my screen and everything on my Facebook business page. All right. So definitely check it out and ask questions if you want to ask questions or whatever. Please do. Okay. So let's get into some questions. Um, um, Monique, give me 1 second. I got a question on Instagram that somebody just asked. Um, Matthew Dennis says I have trouble with lighting. Matthew, what type lighting are you using? Is the first question. Okay. Um, 2x6. Good evening. How are you? Okay. So Monique Coles is on Facebook. She says, I have a question. As a professional photographer, how often are you motivated, or how often do you come across a model that you reach out to and offer to shoot them because you love their look that much? Monique, let me let me say this. I've come across models that, I love what they do. I love their look. Um, but sometimes it's a pain in the butt when you reach out to them. Just because I love your look. For example, I'm trying to leave this up here. I had one model that I reached out to that um, wanted me to pay her, you know, wanted me to pay her to, you know, just shoot around. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm not, it's just, I wanted to shoot. I reached out to her. I liked what she was doing. And she tried to charge me. And I was like, I'm not going to charge you just to get out and shoot around. You know what I mean? I found models that I've worked with, or someone might bring into my studio, like Phoenix Wallace Smith, and she came and I love her look. I would definitely work with her again because she aced that shoot, that session with the hand poses, everything. So it depends. Um, a lot of times I try to refrain from doing it because the minute you hit someone up, they automatically think you're trying to holler at them. You know what I mean? And I'm like, no. I, so, I used to do it in the past. I used to reach out to models that I like their look and like what they're doing. And, they would think you were trying to holler at them. Um, and it wasn't the case. So I kind of refrain from doing that. If I know, if I've seen her around, or she knows who I am and I've introduced myself to her before, then I might, say, hey, like, I want to use you for something, and then go from there. But as far as like reaching out on social media, I try to refrain from it because automatically they think you're trying to holler at them. And I'm like, yo, I'm not trying to holler at you. I'm good. But I just was, and the minute they come off like I was trying to holler at them, it just I just turn away from it. I walk away from it. All right. Um, so Matthew Dennis on my IG said, every time I go to the venue, sometimes the venue is dark. That's something I should continue to use my flash. Yes, definitely. Unique, good evening. K Monique, good evening. Vivid Point Imaging, good evening. Matthew Dennis, yes. If the venue is dark, you want to definitely continue to use your flash. You want to get you a flash unit that communicates with your camera. You want to get uh, flash specific. Like I have all. If my camera bag was open, I would show you. I have all flashpoint stuff. I want flashpoint because flashpoint is all one trigger to control all flashpoint stuff. So whether I'm doing on camera or off camera, I have one trigger to control everything. Not only that, um, the camera, the flash unit, you want to make sure it communicates with your camera. Now on the bottom, when you flip your flash unit up, there should be metal pins on the bottom that coincide with the metal pins that's on your camera hot shoe. That is what you're using. That is what your flash uses to communicate with the camera. Okay, so you want to make sure those match up. If you just got one pin on the bottom of that flash unit, that means it's a manual flash unit and it's not really communicating with the camera. You have to set it for the outpoint power, depending on what you're shooting, and then you can use it. You can turn the flash in different ways, but you want to kind of refrain from having the flash unit pointed directly at the person's face. If you're doing on-camera flash, you want to kind of tilt it up a little bit so it's not completely in their face, but it lights the scenery. Okay, practice. Behind me, this is what you do, bruh. Go to a hair supply store. See my girl sitting back there with my hats on her? Go to a hair supply store and get you a mannequin head and set it up and practice. You know what I mean? Practice lighting with it and things like that. That's what she's back there for. I practice with it. And for y'all that's on my Facebook page, right there. She's right back there in the corner. That's my girl there. She's right now, she's wearing my hats. But she is what I use for testing for different lighting, different things like that. You know, just so I can know, just so I can practice with my lighting and know what's going on with what. Okay. So you definitely want to practice as much as possible with lighting. Try different lighting in different scenarios. If you're using on-camera flash, practice, where the way you tilt the head or whatever. Um, it all makes a difference. Simply beautiful. Good evening. It all matters when it comes to lighting and subject, or lighting if you're shooting inside a venue, to get things done. So just shout out real quick to all the people that have just hit the page. Tiffany Gillum, thank you for following the page. Sathan Photography, thank you for the like. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I want to thank y'all too for following and liking the page. You can like the page, you can follow it. Listen, I don't put out just spam. I'm just not randomly putting out spam stuff and all that. Samuel Reed, thank you for the follow. Uh, Christopher Means Phillips, thank you for the follow. Pierre Victorious, thanks for the follow. My man Drew, thank you. These are people that have hit the page. Um, Godox is a good brand. Godox is a good brand. Actually, Flashpoint from Adorama is just Godox, but Flashpoint adopted it and Adorama took it and put Flashpoint name on it. But all Godox triggers and everything work on Flashpoint equipment because it's the same thing. It's just that Adorama took it. Um, Adorama took it and put their name on it, put their brand on the Flashpoint, but Flashpoint and Godox is the same thing. Lee came on neat. Those new glasses are working wonders. Thank you, dear. Listen, I got to change up. Listen, I've had them for a while, and I was like, I'm going to break out with them to the new year. So 2021 is my new look. But I always can go back to the Gucci's, and my other ones is upstairs. But it was just time for a change. I always try to change up every so often. Um, so any questions? Any questions? whatsoever. Um, let's see. Definitely. For my photographers, um, ask all the questions on lighting, on equipment, everything. Yeah, I'm reading good now. Well, I said, look, if I didn't, I'd be like, huh? What's that say? But listen, I went and got fresh eye exam, fresh glasses. You know, um, hold on, I got another thing over here. Listen, if y'all want to join on my Facebook business page, JBMS1 Photograph on my Facebook business page, you can see everything that's going on my screen. Okay, she's 90210. Good evening. So if y'all on Facebook and you want to see what's actually going on my screen, y'all could jump over to my business page, JBMS1 Photograph, okay? And y'all can see what everything that's going on. I am curvaceous. Good evening. You know, I love my curvy plus size women. That is why JBMS1 Photography came about. It was birthed for my plus size women. So, okay. Monique Coles says, I'm glad you mentioned about her charging you. That is what I'm struggling with because I have photographers who reach out to me and say they want to shoot me, but I feel that if I'm doing a shoot for you, I should be able to charge. But some of them turn around and give me prices, but you reached out to me first. That is the industry issue I'm confused about. If photographers can charge, why can't models? I'm glad I'm not so arrogant that I think every man in my inbox is trying to hook up with me. They are missing their blessings. You can shoot me anytime for free. Definitely, Monique. Listen, Monique, yes, you can charge. Models, you can charge. You can charge. You can charge. You can charge. Okay? If, whether it's for a designer, if a photographer reaches out to you and they want to shoot you, you can apply a fee. If it's not something, if you, okay, I can see if you want to update your portfolio with some new stuff. Now I'm going to get into a subject after that too. So pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. You can charge a fee if a photographer reaches out to you or a designer reaches out to you and say, hey, I'm doing a shoot and I need models. I got some outfits that I want you to put on and I got a photographer shoot. You can say, hey, listen, I need X amount of dollars because you are traveling to that location. You have to eat. That is your time. So you can charge. If a photographer hits you up and say, hey, I want to shoot you, no, that photographer should not be throwing you prices. You should be saying to that photographer, say, hey, I charge $50 an hour to shoot. You know what I'm saying? So you can charge. You can charge. Models, you can charge. Models, you can charge. Now, part two of that, depending on who the photographer is, you may not need to be shooting with them anyway. What's damaging a lot of y'all models, and follow me, what's damaging a lot of y'all models is y'all shooting with wrong photographers. All your images have a different look to them. Once you get quality, you stay with quality. Once you get quality, you stay with quality. Not all people that have cameras knows about lighting, exposure, all that type stuff. So when you're putting these images in your portfolio, it's damaging your portfolio because you go from quality images to crap. You know I don't have no filter. I'm gonna tell you like it is. I'm gonna tell you like it is. All right. Stop shooting with every photographer that approaches you. Stop shooting with every photographer that approaches you. It doesn't work. You can start out, your portfolio has all these nice cream, crisp images, and here it is, boom, smack dab in the middle is this image is just like, what the hell is that? It's orange. It's the skin tone is off and this, that, and the other, and you apply it to your portfolio. This is why you don't get noticed. Because the minute you post that image and it's seen, it's like, ew, like how in the hell? You know what I mean? So you can't, you cannot, you have to be careful with who you shoot with. Not everybody with a camera is a photographer. Look at their portfolio. Do your research before you jump and shoot with them because it'll ruin your portfolio. It'll ruin your portfolio. Okay, so Matthew Dennis. Thanks for the follow, Matthew. Appreciate it. Matthew Dennis says, I have a Nikon camera, 12 years old, still works. What do you think should be my next camera for me? Um, what's your budget is the next question because you can go with you can go on the marketplace or Craigslist and find like D7000s, D7100, 7100s, which are crop sensor cameras for a few $100s, $500, $600, something like that. You definitely want to upgrade your camera because it's just like a computer. They change. The firmware and everything changes. And if you haven't been keeping up, if they haven't put out any more new firmware for that camera, then it's kind of falling behind. So 500,000, go get you a nice Nikon D7000, 7100. You can buy used off Marketplace, off of Craigslist. Um, you can find them on there for a few $100. You know what I'm saying? So definitely go get you. Um, I had a 700. I had a Nikon 700, which is a full frame. I had Nikon D7000. Matter of fact, I think I still got a D7000 in my bag. I had a 7100. No, the 7100 I think I still got in my bag, or the 7000, one of them. But I've had the 7000. I had the 7100. Now I have the 750 and the 850, and I'm good. I see no point for me to go mirrorless. I'm not gonna go mirrorless. I'm cool with what I have. Um, so with a budget of 500 to 1,000, I would say go grab your nice 7100 or a Nikon D7000. You know what I'm saying? Go grab one of those joints, and they're awesome. They're awesome cameras. All right. Monique Cole says my issue is that they have a camera and they call themselves a photographer. When I see your work, and you're just taking people's money and blowing their heads up and calling them models, and the pictures are horrible. Exactly, Monique. It goes back to what I said with GWCs. I call GWCs are guys with cameras. Um, they pick up a camera in a minute, they pick up a camera and all of a sudden they're a photographer. GWCs, remember that. So they pick up a camera and they say, "Oh, I'm a photographer," but don't know the first thing about photography. I mean, we all had to start somewhere. Like I had to start too. I was looking at some of my old work um, that I came across on my Pinterest page. Matter of fact, here, let me show you. Let me go to my Pinterest. Let me take you to my Pinterest page. Here's my Pinterest page. There's JBMS1 Photography LLC on Pinterest. Okay, you can find me as JBMS01 on Pinterest. I try to keep everything with that JBMS1. But here is my Pinterest page. Now, on my Pinterest page, I found a lot of my old work that I posted um, years ago. As you can see, I got 592 followers, 193 following. I get about 2K monthly viewers. That's good. Though I'm not on here on Pinterest a lot, but they have great ideas on Pinterest. If you're on Pinterest models, use it for your ideas, your creative ideas, your makeup, all that stuff. For posing ideas, use Pinterest, I'm telling you. So, scrolling down, here's a lot of my old work here. Um, this one here, that image there. Um, a lot of this is my old work that I posted. Oh my god! And this was for a young lady had a lingerie business called Peekaboo Fantasy, And this is when I had my studio up in North Philly. She brought some models up and we did a shoot. But even for the beginning stages of my career, this was good. You know what I mean? I had a little studio space and I was making things happen. You know, as you can see, um, like right about now, I only know where one of these models is right now, and that's right here. Like she's still active on Facebook. Um, so here, this is a lot of my old stuff that is on Pinterest, and I kind of forgot about it until I got on Pinterest, and I was like, oh wow, you know. But as you can see, like this is. Let me see if it tells me when I put this up here. It doesn't have a. It doesn't give a date when I put this up here. I was trying to see if it would say when this was posted, and I can tell you how long ago it was. But that is some of my old work. And at that time, I was, I was beginning. I was, in there shooting with like a Nikon D90, I think it was. Um, my editing skills wasn't all that great. Now I look at this work and I look at what I do now. Like, look at the skin tone. The skin tone is off. Um, a lot of things I look at now. I'm my worst critic and my biggest competition. Is so it doesn't matter what other people think. It's what I look at the image and I can see it. I can literally pull an image apart when I look at it now. Like, oh, I've seen her. She's on Instagram too. Um, so I've been shooting plus size women models for a long time. So that's my Pinterest. Let's see. Monique said, I'm still working on me and I'm not a Facebook or Instagram model. I know I'm real model because of the issues of everyone who takes um who takes pick labels themselves as models. How can I stand out and go to the next level? I'm feeling stuck. Monique, all we're creatives. And as a creative, we go through this thing where we get stuck. And I've been in that spot before where I sat in my office and I'm just like stuck. Like, where am I going? Not only because I have a lot of creativity going through my mind, but it's not having that outlet. Um, to stand out, you got to do different things. To stand out, you got to separate yourself from what the normal model is doing. You got to market yourself better. You have to focus on the business aspect of it more than the personal. And that's what I do with my social media. I focus on the business aspect of JBMS1 Photography other than my personal, which is John Staples. I focus more on the business aspect of it. Even on my regular page, I focus on the business aspect of it a lot of times. So that feeling stuck is normal because you're a creative. And as I was told a long time ago from a good friend of mine, Gwen DeVoe, um, sometimes you got to come out of your area to make it. You know what I'm saying? You got to come out of your area to make it because you are in that area and everything is repetitive. Everything is the same all the time. You got to get away from that. You got to focus on what you can do to separate yourself um, from what everybody else is doing. You got to get creative with what you're doing. Um, you have to uh, focus on marketing yourself as that model. You know, um, these are the things you have to focus on. You just can't, you know, think everything is just going to come to you. You got um, you got to look at yourself as a business, as a brand, because that's what you are. As a model, you are a business, you are a brand. So you got to look at things different. You know what I mean? And you got to be willing to get out of the normal and do more creative stuff. And that is what's going to separate yourself from everyone else. You know what I mean? You see a lot of the plus size models, they go to the store and they post on Instagram with them with the clothes on and how it's fitting, and they tag the store in it or whatever, the brand and everything. Think you are a brand yourself. Monique Coles is a brand. You know what I mean? You are a plus size model. You are a brand. So you have to think of everything on the branding aspect. You know what I mean? So you got to get out and do the creative stuff. You got to get out and focus more on those things, um, the creative stuff, and to separate yourself. Because if not, you're just going to fall into the same box as all the rest of the models. And you don't want that. I'm just trying to resize the page here. So you definitely want to get out and do more creative stuff. Okay. Mocha T, good evening. We're just listen. If you're just joining in, I appreciate you coming in on my IG. This will be saved to IGTV, so you can go back and watch it. It's a lot of good stuff. I'm giving out a lot of good information. Um, let's see. Monique Cole says, "Okay, good one, good statement here." She says, "I don't have the money like I need to do more shooting, and I know that's hurting me as well." Okay, that may be a factor, but there is good photographers out there that are looking just to create. You know what I mean? So it won't hurt to link up with photographers just to create some new stuff. You know what I mean? Um, so you could definitely look for that. You know what I mean? I've seen like um, groups where it's like a TFP group where that means time for photos, where photographers are doing shoots for that reason. You know what I mean? Just to build their portfolio. So um, you may want to look into that. You may want to, check out photographers that are building their portfolio and try shooting with that. Um, just to, um, just to get you more images and also to help build with them. But be picky. Be picky about who you shoot with. You cannot shoot with just any and everybody. You cannot shoot with just any and everybody. Okay? So listen, if you're just joining on my IG, if you're on Facebook, jump over to my Facebook business page. Jump over to my Facebook business page, JBMS1 Photograph, and join the conversation. All right. So what you're seeing here is just me doing live. There's Q&A going on actually on my Facebook business page. So you're welcome to put your questions up here, and I'll read them and answer them. But it's also going on my Facebook business page, JBMS1 Photograph. All right. So if you're on Facebook, jump on over to the page and join. All right. Okay, Monico says two of my magazine features were actually done by a beginner photographer, so I'm good to do that immediately. Um, definitely. Like I said, be picky about the photographers that you shoot with. Always be picky about the photographers you shoot with. Some of them don't fit what you're trying to create, what you're trying to do. Um, and again, not all of them are photographers. Not all of them know everything about photography. Some of them are you know, just in it, just to I had a guy say to me one day, "Oh man, I bet you get all the women." And I'm like, "What makes you think that?" He said, "Man, you're a photographer. I know you see all these women, blah blah blah. I gotta get me a camera so I can get it." I said, "Dude, if you do that, you're doing it for all the wrong reasons." You know what I'm saying? If you just pick up a camera just to think, Um, just to think it's about getting women, you're doing it for all the wrong reasons. You won't succeed. You won't succeed at all in the photography business. I don't spill coffee. Um, Let me see. Monique Coles, I so appreciate you letting us pick your brain because you're giving us wealth of knowledge. Definitely, that's what I do, Monique, because I see so much going on, and it's like, you know what? Somebody needs to let these people know. Oh my God, people, models. Listen, God, man, I hate to see y'all failing, and then y'all wonder why y'all not getting noticed. Y'all wondering how these other models are getting picked over top of y'all. You know what I mean? Yachty with the body. Good evening. Hey, listen, if you're on Facebook, jump over to the live uh Facebook chat. That's on my business page, JBMS1 Photograph. But if you're not, you can throw questions up on here, and I'll definitely answer them. Okay. So let's see. Siobhan Wiley, thanks for the like. It's just me, the boys. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Um, Let me see. Monico says a lot of us plus size models don't realize everyone cannot shoot a plus size model because we are unique, and there are a lot of things that can go wrong if they don't know how to specifically shoot a plus size model. Y'all hear that? On my IG, a lot of plus size models don't realize everyone cannot shoot a plus size model because we are unique, and there are a lot of things that can go wrong if they don't know how to specifically shoot a plus size model. Miss Nikki, hey! Miss Nikki, one word, no period. That's my girl. Um, Definitely, Monique. Um, a lot of photographers do not know how to shoot a plus size model, don't know how to shoot a plus size model, whether male or female, because they have not practiced it. They do not know the knowledge of it. Whereas though you can get with a photographer, and the photographer can capture you all wrong. Listen, there's a big difference in working with a, not even gonna say, a professional experienced photographer and a beginner. If you're in the industry 4 or 5 years or more, you don't want to mess with that beginner photographer, because I mentioned in the beginning of this live, that'll ruin your portfolio. Unless you do it and those images don't go, you don't post them to your portfolio. You don't post them to your social media. You just keep them as they were practiced with that beginner photographer. Because a lot of people, they get happy and they get these images from these beginning photographers and they post them. And I could look at the image and tell, like, the lighting, there's no lighting, there's nothing. The images is just off completely. And you think, oh my God, it's a beautiful shot. And in the meantime, I'm seeing it on social media and I'm like, I don't believe you just posted that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that if you're doing work with a beginner photographer, it's okay. Just say, listen, I can't use these images in my portfolio. You're just starting out. You don't have the experience in, you know what I'm saying? And if you're 4 years in or more, you need to be thinking of, you need to be leveling up. You need to be leveling up. I'm telling you, there's no reason you should got 4+ years in the industry and you still sitting in the same spot, doing the same stuff. You still sitting there twiddling your fingers. There's no way in the world you should have 4+ years and you're still sitting in the same spot, doing the same stuff, doing the same hole in the wall shows, doing the same, whatever the case may be. You should not be doing it. Not 4+ years in the industry. And you got the right mentors around you, and you doing everything the right way. There's no way you should be sitting still or doing the same thing you was doing when you first started. If you're doing the same thing you were doing when you first started modeling, you need to reevaluate. You need to reevaluate. You need to look at the people around you and find out, where am I going wrong? because somewhere in that circle of people, they're not leading you the right direction. That means you need to reevaluate, get out of that circle, and start doing things. Listen, I've known models that have done it, that have been stagnant with a group and leave that group, and they're doing all kind of stuff now. They're promoting themselves. They getting out there. They getting these big shows. Some of them have even walked in Atlantic City Fashion Week. You know, they're getting it. They was missing so much by being in that circle that, and it's crazy because they get in these circles, and it could be one person that don't want to see you succeed, and they'll never let you get past them. They'll never let you grow past them. And you can tell that one person because they'll walk around with their nose in the air and they'll talk down on you. You'll wonder why her and their girlfriends are doing this show. I'm like, wait a minute, y'all ain't say nothing to me about it. They don't want to see you succeed. They know you got the talent. They know you got the talent, but they don't want to see you succeed. You got the talent, you got the looks, you got that fire walk. They don't want to see you surpass them. That's when it's time to reevaluate and move on. I'm telling you. There's no way, 4+ years in, you should be still sitting in the same spot. Me as a photographer, 4 years in, if I was still sitting in the same spot, I was like, oh, hell no. By my 4th year, man, I launched. I took off like a rocket my 4th year. Monique Cole says, when I got out of the Jacksonville model quick and started working with Diva Big, I ended up on runways and opening major shows. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on, let me refresh my chat here. Hold on, Monique. Gotta refresh my chat here because it just started going crazy on me. Um, I'm trying to see where the part was that you was just saying, Monique. It just disappeared on me. All right, hold on. It's scrolling too fast for me. All right. I'm still working on personal. Okay. She said I'm using voice to text. Okay, that's why I was like, wait a minute. I know she just put something up there. So listen, hey, my IG, listen, check it out. JBMS1 Photograph on Facebook business page. Check it out, y'all. It's an interactive. I'm sharing stuff. I'm answering questions. I'm doing everything. What you're hearing is actually on my face. You can actually see my screen, everything on my Facebook business page. So jump on over to that if you're on Facebook. JBMS the number 1 photograph on Facebook business page. Come on over. Come on. So that way you can see what's going on. Don't forget to like the page. Hit that like button and come on over. So, what else did I want to get into? Uh I spoke on not shooting with everyone. Okay, here's Monique. Monique put it up again. Okay, when I got out of Jacksonville, bought a click and started working with Diva Big, I ended up on major runways on New York Fashion Week and opening major shows and making history as a plus size model. Now they're mad and won't book me for anything local, but I have international in front of my name and I'm not mad. I'm ready to get back in it. Of course. Listen, again, when you succeed on a level like that, the ones that are still sitting stagnant, they don't want nothing to do with you. Cause they're wondering like, yo, how she get that and I ain't get it? You know what I'm saying? That's the train of thought. Listen, We are the only ones that cannot work together. We are. Our people are the only ones. We talk so much hatred towards another person of our own race just because they're succeeding, just because they're making it in life. And you have people that want to sit there and they talk about all the negative instead of uplifting and saying, I'm glad she did that with Diva Big. You know, I'm happy for her. And listen, you did all that. Another plus size model should want to be around you, should want to learn how you got there, should be sitting around you, picking your brain on how you got to where you were to be in international fashion shows, making history as a plus size model on a runway. They should be wanting to be around you. But you get so many people that hate just because you did it. Now they don't want no bother from you. Oh well, move on. Time to move on. Time to move on. Because you done shows. You know, I see what Diva Big done. Diva Big done had a couple of my images uh put in magazines. Shout out to Diva Big. You know what I mean? I met her and we just clicked ever since we met. I met her the first time I met her was at Philly Fashion Week because I shoot there as well. Um, and we just clicked ever since. You know, so shout out to Diva Big um, and what she's doing. Like I said, some of my images that I shot for her were published. You know what I'm saying? Were put in magazines, several different magazines. You know, but Monique, it's cool. These are the people that you don't want in your circle anyway, because you done things at different shows and then went international and walked on international runways and they still sitting stagnant. You don't want to do with them anyway. It ain't that you're too good, but you leveling up. You know what I mean? And they're still sitting there hating on you. Listen, I was told if you don't have haters, you ain't doing something right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Monique, come on. You know you gonna wind up back up this way anyway. You gonna wind up back up this way with Diva Big for a show. You know, whether it's sometime this year or whatever, you gonna wind up back up this way anyway. So, you know, but that's the truth. Like it's time to move on because they are sitting still, not doing anything. And here it is, you done made moves and they're figuring out like how this chick done did this and did that, you know, and they still sitting there. Whether they're a photographer or another model. Listen, it's crazy you say that because my man Cole Hansberry, if he was to jump in here, he'd be like, yo, where's your cash app? For real. He'd be like, you better put your cash app up. He just jump on all my lives and be like, you better put your cash app up. So if Cole was to jump in here, he'd be looking at my cash app. But some things it's just time to move on from. You know what I'm saying? It's time to move on from. And if it's a photographer or a model that don't want to do any work with you because of the things that you've done, then it's time to move on. Hold on, let me see if I can. Let me go back here. I'm gonna put it up. If my screen changed, I'll jump back to it. Okay, because some of these are programmed as hotkeys. There you go. I posted it. People, my phone always ring when I'm doing live. But listen, IG, I got IG going on over here. I'm great in my IG. Listen, if y'all want to catch up on what's going on, this video on IG will be posted to IGTV for you to watch later on my plus size models. Listen, plus size models, regular size models. If I got a February special going on for Valentine's Day, so if you need to, want to get pictures done for Valentine's, you need to hurry up and get at me so you can book that date um, for Valentine's. Uh, it's 120 for a 30-minute session. You get 2 edits with that. So go ahead over to my Facebook business page and check it out, JBMS1 Photograph, um, and y'all can see everything that's going on over here on this side. Okay. Um, so I had this conversation. I was having this conversation with another photographer yesterday that came up to the studio while we was up there, and we were talking. We're always dropping knowledge on photographers that come and come up with us, and we get a lot of beginning photographers that are just looking for that mentor. You know what I mean? And we had a photographer. Hey, Siobhan. We had a photographer come up yesterday, and we got into discussion about pricing, about everything, and I'm always giving information. As you see on this live, I'm always dropping information. I'm always giving the knowledge. And we were talking about a whole lot of things, fees and pricing. And I told the photographer, I said, listen, people pay for what they want. You know what I mean? If they want pictures done, whether it's family portraits, a photo session, whatever, they'll pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So don't get discouraged. You know what I mean? But everything comes in time. You know what I mean? If they can go pay $2,500 for a cell phone, they could spend that $200 or whatever you're charging for pictures. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're a model. If you're in the industry, you need to invest in yourself. You need to invest in professional pictures. And again, you cannot shoot with every photographer. I have to stress this. You cannot shoot with every photographer. No, because it will ruin your portfolio. It will ruin your portfolio. So no, don't try to shoot with every photographer you meet or every photographer come your way. Do your research. Models, if it's a show, if it's a fashion show, um, come to the casting with what you're supposed to wear. If there's a description in there that says wear heels, black tights, and black top, come in heels, black tights, and black top. You wonder why you're not getting picked. One, you come in with the wrong stuff on. Two, you get on the runway and you doing some spinning and twirling and shaking and jiggling coming down the runway. If it's a high fashion show, learn the high fashion walk. If you do what the producers want at these casting calls, you'll find yourself getting picked for a lot more shows, and you'll be walking a lot more than what you are now. Mark my word. Hey, what's going on? Three Dream Productions, what's going on? So definitely, y'all have to do what is right. And like I said, it was mentioned to me a long time ago. Sometimes you got to come out of your area to make it. I had to come out of my listen. I had to come out of my area to make it. I ain't lying to you. Listen, sometimes you got to. I get more support from people outside of my area than I do people that are right in my area, and that's true for anyone. If you got a business, you get more support from people outside of your area. It's true. Don't know why it happens like that. Hey, what's going on, Pierre? Oh, you had to change your password. You know what? I see because you sent me a friend request last night, a follow, and then I got another one from you today, and I'm like, wait a minute, like it ain't had no post on it or nothing, so I just ignored it. Siobhan Wiley, what did I do? You said thank you. What did I do? For the knowledge? Anytime. Oh wow. Yeah, change that password, man. Now all you had to do was go in and change that password to that page if you were still able to get in it. Okay. Definitely make sure you send me a follow request from your new page. All right. Oh, you want to come down to AC for the fashion show? Definitely. Listen, go to AtlanticCityFashionWeek.com and do the press form, and that comes directly to me. Okay, you follow me now? Yeah, but go to okay, go to AtlanticCityFashionWeek.com and click on the press tab and fill the form out. That comes directly to me. That way, you know, you can get in the pit and be shooting. You can do video if you want. You know, you could work that new camera on some video of the show. They're always looking for a new eye on some video, man. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, if you want to come down and do video, I can put you in the pit. You can do video. Um, you know, um, and then when you're done editing and everything, you just post it so the producers can share it because we're always looking for a new eye on some video. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no doubt. I got you then, bro. I got you. I'm gonna look out. I always look out for people, man. Always look out for my people. So, if no one has any more questions, is there any more questions? Bruh, it was some knowledge dropped on this video. So, um, yeah, press registration. Go right into the press registration and fill that out. It comes directly to me. You know what I mean? And just register as a videographer, and I'll get it. It comes right to my. As soon as you fill it out and send it, it'll notify my. I get a notification in my email, so I can definitely get you down there, and you can do some video. So, what else? What else? I think that's about it that I want to cover. Definitely, y'all. Listen, Monique Coles, thanks for all your questions and your comments. I appreciate you. Thanks to everybody that liked the page. K Monique Artistry Costin. You just liking the page and how long I've been on you. Siobhan Wiley, thanks for the like. Again, it's just me, Du Bois. Thanks for the follow. Matthew Dennis, thanks for the follow. Listen, I'm here, y'all. Listen, Tiffany Gilliam, thanks for the follow. Um, okay, bro, you doing it right now? Okay. So I appreciate all the follows. I definitely thank you for all the comments. If you have any questions, ask them, man. Post them up. You know, I definitely answer them. I'm gonna be on here for a little while longer. I've got an hour and 22 minutes, and um, I'm in the IG shortly. Because I know IG after so long, they start putting you on a timer. Um, so I'm going to end the IG. Hold on, y'all. Hey, I thank y'all for joining me on my IG live. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, please reach out to JBMS1 Photography. You can post it right here. You can actually book from this page, request dates for services. Um, Also, you can jump over to my Facebook business page, JBMS1 Photograph, and check out everything that I'm doing there. You can always reach out to me via any page. I monitor them both. I appreciate you joining me on my IG Live, everybody that stopped in and said hello, whether you asked questions, you hung out, or whatever. But jump on over to my Facebook business page, JBMS1 Photography. I'm going to be on here a little while longer answering questions. All right. So, IG, I thank you, all my followers on IG. Thank you for all the love, all the comments, everything. I appreciate it all. It is not going unnoticed. I love it all. Trust me. All right, I appreciate you. Happy New Year to everybody. You know, we are 10 days into the new year. Think about 10 days in. Think about what you have accomplished within those 10 days. Think about it. Think about it. If you own a business or whatever you're doing, thinking about what you accomplished within the 10 days, whether it's watching YouTube videos, whether it's, research, anything. You know what I'm saying? 10 days in, you should be going strong with it. You know what I mean? You should be going strong, getting that content out. Listen, if you need to book photographer for taking pictures of content or whatever, please reach out to me, JBMS1 Photography. Everything's on the page. Everything's on my business page, JBMS1 Photograph on Facebook. My website, everything. You got so many ways of getting in touch with me. You know what I'm saying? So I look forward to hearing from y'all on my IG. Peace. All right, now I'm back to my Facebook business page. All right, what do we got going on here? So I'm gonna be on here a little bit longer. If anybody has any questions or concerns or comments, please post them up. I will definitely answer them to the best of my ability. This is what I do. Okay, Pierre, I just got it in my email too. I just got it in my email. All right, I got some things going on over here. So, let me speak about this. Hey, listen, y'all. For all my business owners, whether you're a model or a photographer or whatever. So Facebook has rolled out this program called Business Suite, right? Let me close some of this stuff down so I can get it up in here. Okay, so Facebook has rolled out this thing called Business Suite. And what Business Suite is everything in one place. So I can create a post. Click here, right? Oh, it's way over there. I'm sorry, y'all. So here on this post, it's kind of cut off. There I go. Here on this post, I can post to my business page and my Instagram page at the same time. Um, whether it's a picture, I could put everything in it, the details, location, all that stuff in the business suite. So I don't have to keep going back and forth between applications. It shows you all your activity. It shows you all your messages from both pages. It integrates your messages from your Instagram along with your Facebook in a one place. Whereas though all I gotta do is go to inbox, see that red dot, that's let me know I got a message. Activity lets me know there was new activity on the page, so I can go in and look at all my activity. Um, people that like my posts, reacted, followed me, liked me, the pages. I mean, Instagram posts to show you who likes what's on there. Like, yo, this is definitely one thing that I constantly use. Um, is this business suite because it's everything in one app. I ran an ad. Um, I ran an ad for 4 days just to test it out. So it shows me here that I ran an ad. It was $7 daily at $27.99. Um, was my spending limit. Which it reached 1208. It reached 1,208 people. Within the 4 days, I spent $27.99. Now, when you create an ad, you want to create something that grabs. Like they always got these um, what do you call it? Click ads or something, where it'll say one thing, but when you click on it, it'll be something different. That's how you want to run your ad. I just ran this as a test. I will be running another ad for Facebook and Instagram, but I just did this just to see. And yeah, it generated a lot more. Like my traffic to my website shot up because it created more traffic to my website. I had people from all over clicking on my website. And how I know, because every time someone hits my website, I get a notification on my phone that somebody's on my website, and I can physically live chat with people that's on my website. So no, you're not speaking to a robot when you're on my website. You are talking to me. I'm actually on my cell phone communicating with you through live chat. Um, Also, my live chat is integrated with my Facebook business suite, whereas though when messages come from my website, they come here and I can read everything in one app. It tells me my inbox. I go through my posts, ads, insights. This is how I built my persona template. This is something I want to go over with y'all. My persona template was created off of these numbers. Okay. Um, let's go to audience. And under my audience tab, it shows me my likes. Well, not likes. It shows me age and gender. 70.39% were women, 26.1% were men. Um, I'm trying to spread this out a little bit more for y'all. I got to work on this a little bit more on how to get, everything lined up here so it'd be easier for you to see on, um, because it seems as though like I have a big monitor, so it seems like it's only grabbing one side of my monitor when it should show the whole thing. It should grab the whole monitor itself. Okay, so but I'll work. I'll figure out. My son will know how to do it. I get him to come down and do it. So, um, my Instagram page likes is 3.6K. Asian gender 73.9% were women, 26.1 were men. Okay. Instagram is 5K, 80.2% were women, 19.8% were men. Now, I use these numbers to generate my ad. When I did my ad, I looked at everything. Um, I'm going to show you a little bit more as soon as I can grab it. Let me see something. Let me see. Try and work it out, y'all. Try and work it out for y'all. So, with this, I had. See, it keeps jumping. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get it. Hold on. Bear with me. Trying to get it resized perfectly so you can see. So, what has happened here is, remember, the blue is Facebook, right? So if you can see here, look at the age groups. 25 to 34, 16.6 were women, 7.6 were men. But look at this age group here. 26.7 women, 6.6 men. So I have a larger amount of women on my Facebook that are looking at my work than men between the ages of 35 and 44. I mean, 25 to 34 is okay. You know, they, but look at this one. That's the one I want to target. So when I created my ad, I created it with the age limit. I want, but see what my ad, I want from the ages of 25 to 50. So that kind of grabbed here too, where it was 21.1 women and 16.2 men. Okay. So when I go down to, this is really, it's really gonna mess y'all up too. Watch this. If I can get it right. Top cities. Philadelphia. For my Facebook. Now remember, the maroon color is Instagram. So top cities for Philadelphia, for Facebook and Instagram. Look, Philadelphia 17.2. On my Instagram, 17.4. Listen, I'm from Chester, born and raised, 9.1 Chester. New York, 5.1 on both sides. New York, 5.3 on Instagram, 5.1 on Facebook. So these are the things that I use to create my persona template. And when I did my ad, I used the age group and I used the locations to target my ad. And then I just went in and put what I felt as though was my target, my demographic. Like, you know, because of their job position or whatever the case may be, if they was listed as a wedding planner, event planner, you know, whatever case may be, that's what I put in there. You know what I mean? So I built it. I did my ad off of that. And as you can see, my pay reach and everything, my pay reach went up 100% from when I ran my ad. My Facebook page reach, let me bring this down so y'all can see it. So, okay, so this app is actually grabbing in the middle of the screen when it should grab the whole screen. My Instagram reach shot up to over 3,000. My Facebook page reach went up over 11,000. Now, I mean, use these insights, man, these insights to develop what y'all need to do. You know what I mean? Use these insights. If you're a business and you're trying to reach people, organic reaches, use these insights. You know what I mean? I ran the ad for 4 days and only spent $27, you know, but look, Sunday, January 3rd, 3.5K Facebook page reach. My lowest was 801, which was on the 4th. January 5th was 1.8K. You know, and wait, if you look here, December 13th, I was only at 68. Look, December 13th, I was only at 68 page reach. Then it started climbing. I started getting into my marketing around. I'm going to tell you when I started getting into my marketing. Watch this peak. Watch the peak. Bam. See that? December 30th, 348. Right? That's when I started getting into it. Started getting into it. Look. That's when I started doing my marketing research and putting things in order. Look, you can tell by the numbers. So use these insights, man. Get on that business suite and use these insights to create what you need to create. You know what I'm saying? It's all there for you to use it, man. It's all there. I'm telling you. It's all there. Everything you need is right there. You know what I'm saying? For you to use for your business purposes. It's all right there. Look at my numbers. So use it, man. So I am great in this chat. I appreciate everybody that stopped in. Um, if you there's no more questions or anything like that, I'm about to jump off of here. Um, and get into some more marketing. I appreciate everybody that stopped in. Monique Coles, I appreciate all your questions. I hope I was able to answer everything for you. Ms. Nikki Mack, I appreciate you stopping in. Siobhan Wiley, Pierre, um, Karen, I appreciate all y'all for stopping in. For those that are sitting here now that just tuned in, I appreciate you. Definitely make sure you like the page, and please stay tuned. Stay tuned for more live feeds where I'm asking questions, talking to y'all. This is what I like to do. I like to interact with my people. I like to interact with my followers and everything like that. So stay tuned for more. All right. Peace, y'all. Have a good night. Happy New Year to you.